Bonjour, my friends. From various outpoints and whatnot, I think I'll go ahead and take a swig of vodka and Rockstar. I only have a couple sips left, but I think I'm really going to enjoy this and kind of endure it and do what I best can to endeavor with you guys. The vodka and Rockstar really help. I enjoy various energy drinks and whatnot. Just perpetuating kind of that enjoyment and pleasure, just knowing that there's taurine and caffeine out there to kind of keep us stable, keep us bearing with the societal ranges and whatnot. The essence of smoking is abounding today. I'm feeling smoking very readily, and I think that's why I decided to record a video, because I felt like overall it's best just to endure and do what you can and perpetuate and just share things with other people, as pacifistic or pessimistic as they may be, to just endeavor and do what we can to share whatever is on our mind or whatever we are particularly feeling at said moment. And YouTube is a great outlet for that, I think, altogether. I'll go ahead and light up here. I have a couple different cigarette packs here, and I think both are really readily some of my favorites. You guys have seen Montclair Blue a couple times recently. Montclair Blue are really just enjoyable, really good light cigarettes, and they come at about $3.76, ranging up to $4.05 per pack, which I really enjoy. A good light cigarette, and it's like you're getting more quality, more bang for your buck altogether, and I really enjoy that. And then, as the second pack, we also have Pall Mall Dark Black Menthol. And these are really great because you kind of get a pungent menthol hint with at the same time corresponding that kind of dark tobacco that I really enjoy, and I feel like is a necessity when you're a little bit of a red smoker and you want to reach out for a menthol. Go ahead and go for the harder pack. Go for the one that's a little bit more sincere and will give your lungs more of a pungent kick altogether. Definitely a throaty high as well. So I only have about 3 or so left in here, and I wanted to endeavor and just share what I can, do what I can to just make sure that I'm getting a good decent puff for you guys and elaborating my thoughts all together. Thank you for viewing. Now, I've never once heard a complaint about Pall Mall cigarettes. And the thing about them as a feature is that they're really popular brand, and you know you're going to get a bang for your buck. They're quality cigarettes, not low end shelf. Montclair, Parker and Simpson are a little bit lower shelf. I think it's because more of an economic reason as to why they are a little bit cheaper currently in my home state compared to the reason why they're more or less quality cigarettes nonetheless. So, but for Pall Mall, for sure, you're getting a bang for your buck because these are some of the top, probably the top 6 brands in the United States. You know you're getting something that is a good quality cigarette. But as I was saying, back in the day, I've never heard any serious complaints about them. I know that they're really efficient, a good smoke, but my personal conflict with them, and this is something that's just been so close-minded for me, is I've never experienced any serious problems with Pall Mall, despite the fact that you have to drag really hard on them, and you have to make sure that you're not just getting generic jet puff tobacco the whole while. It is quality tobacco, but in a sense it's like, why am I even purchasing this pack if I feel like I'm going to have to drag on it super hard to get even the lightest puff? And that might be kind of exclusive for Pall Mall altogether, why their cigarettes are so unique and stand out amongst others. Is it's lighter, it's more jet puffed in the manufacturing plant, but you're also getting really good bang for your buck because these are really on the lower end itself economically and much cheaper. I don't know what it compelled, what had compelled me to purchase this pack altogether. Pall Mall 100s for the black and green, black and green pack. These are really just, kind of a cool design, green and neon green and black. Really fun, kind of aspiring cigarettes. And it's a strong kind of dark menthol. I don't know what it is about dark menthols that just makes me want to purchase them and go out and reach for them as best as I can. But really good, strong menthol, and really the dark black menthols I really ever rarely find. So Pall Mall's a cool, exclusive type for me to kind of endeavor and go out and go ahead and purchase and whatnot. I'm glad for my video that I chose Pall Mall as opposed to the blues, because I've been smoking the blue Montclair all day. They were the pack that I most recently purchased. Now, why I chose a smoking channel altogether, there are various reasons really that just embody the whole smoking channel itself. It's kind of unique, kind of provocative, and it stands out to others kind of being like, what are you doing broadcasting smoking altogether? What is the point of that? I feel like it's really good. I'm not trying to be ostentatious or offensive with my smoking, trying not to recommend smoking in the least bit. But just the kind of shared deep psychology amongst smokers, what we go through, why we strive for the kind of nicotine high altogether, is really important to me. And I think on a psychological level, you just want to strive for that kind of best head high where you're just like on top of the world, and it's so consistent. It's like the coffee of vices, in a sense, the non-drinkable form of course, but very enjoyable indeed. I'll take another drag here. There are a couple channels I really wanted to recommend for you guys and kind of throw out there more or less. There's one channel called Vice, and they deal with a lot of different drugs if you haven't heard of them yet. Vice on YouTube, they're really great. I believe they might be UK based, I'm not 100% sure, but they did have one video of this fellow who was taking LSD prior to visiting a Providence, Rhode Island truck rally, a monster truck rally. He was really doing his best just to stand out and be brave for the cameras and whatnot, but he was also kind of settled, and he was just overwhelmed by the whole process of things, which I think is very respectable and very honorable for a gentleman in the sake of journalism to take LSD and go to a truck rally. So the Vice channel, I'll throw that out there for you guys for sure on YouTube. And one more, I wanted to throw out Coast to Coast AM. That's Coast to Coast AM. They are a YouTube channel, and they deal with a lot of specific topics like ufology and conspiracy theories and various things involving the government. They have a great crowd of people that they host on their channel who often have PhDs, and they often talk about various things like government shutdown and whatnot, or things like the Trump administration, etc. Really great. They really stand out to me. And Coast to Coast AM, recently they had their first host, Art Bell, pass away recently, which is very sad and unfortunate. I'll light up a smoke for him later. But currently their primary host is George Newry, and he's a great gentleman, and he kind of evaluates on the topics of Coast to Coast, ranging widely as they do, very effectively, I believe. So Coast to Coast AM on YouTube, check it out, and Vice channel for sure. Those are two that I would highly recommend. Before I drop my pack again, I think I'll recommend Pall Mall Black and Neon Green Menthols. Really fun. They just stand out to me as very, very insignificant, almost in a way, among smokers. Like, rarely I hear them spoken about in a topic, and rarely do I hear them referred to as good cigarettes, but I certainly love them, and I think if you're going to go for a Pall Mall and you are a menthol person, definitely go with black, for sure. But anyway, guys, thanks for viewing. As always, I'm Snowy Croquet.